What's going on, guys? I'm still practicing that, still getting it in order. Hopefully I'll get to do a few more of these videos. I'm Garrett Myers on Chandler David Smith's YouTube channel. I mentioned this in the last video, he just got promoted to VP of Sales at Aptiv. So he's been crazy busy with work, had some family stuff going on, and I figured I'd help him out and make a cool video for him. So hopefully this gets some traction so that Chandler doesn't give me the boot, or maybe I want him to give me the boot. He doesn't pay me for this. But I wanted to make a quick video about this duplex. This is a 2-home property, so 2 single-family homes on the same lot. And my brother Andrew and his wife just closed on these, I don't know, a month or so ago. And so they're house hacking, living in the back unit, fixing it up. The front unit's already rented. Once they get that back unit fixed up, they're gonna move out and rent that as well and be off to the horse races. So let's jump into it. This house, it's actually really nice on the inside. We won't be able to get into that today, but it's got new paint, new cabinetry, and it looks awesome. I believe we're getting $1,100 a month in rent, and once these people's lease is up, don't tell them. This is Troop, my brother's dog. He's a miscreant, very bad behavior, not like Bruno. Bruno, you guys didn't hear Bruno bark. This is Drew, my youngest brother, and Sienna, his wife. This is the place. This is where Drew and Sienna are living, and this is a rental already. This is like a 2 or 3 bed home with 1 bathroom. So they're paying $1,100 right now. And don't tell them, but when their lease ends, we're gonna raise rents another $200. So it's gonna be a killer return on investment, and especially for a first deal for, you know, a young married couple. They're both only 21 years old. It's pretty incredible to see what they've done. So I'll introduce you to Drew and Sienna, and then we can kind of show what their plans are. You can see that they've already gotten to work on things. This is my brother Andrew.
What up?
Andrew is 8 years younger than me.
Yep.
So 21. He is the handsome, better version, Garrett 2.0. You can see that's what they say. We actually get told all the time that we look alike, so let us know in the comments. Do we look alike or not? Andrew's wearing an Aptiv hoodie, so this is your second summer with Aptiv. Yep. How much revenue did you do this summer?
So personally, I did $300,000, and team threw down $1.3 million.
Wow.
It was a good summer.
So Andrew, just a little brag, because I'm a proud older brother. He was the #1 rep in both my region and Chandler's region. So at 21 years old, that's pretty incredible. And a lot of you guys have heard us talk about Aptiv. You may or may not know how it works. When you sell as much as Andrew did, and you're getting up in the $300,000 in revenue range, you make a 50% commission on everything that you sell. So Drew had a big earning summer, hence the rental property. And yeah, being smart with his money, and couldn't have done it without his wonderful wife, Sienna. Where are you at, Sienna? So this is Sienna. She's my sister-in-law. They've been married for about a year now. And Sienna loves properties. She loves real estate. Sienna manages one of my properties for me. She's done an awesome job. And these guys fixed up that nasty St. Anthony house for us.
Gross, yeah.
So, okay, so guys, walk us through this. You bought this property for how much?
It was $255,000.
And who was your realtor? This is an off-market deal that we picked up from Luke Stallings, who's been in a bunch of Chandler's videos. So Luke's a property manager that manages all my units. He's awesome. And he called me, he said, hey, I've got an owner who's looking to sell a duplex. It's probably something you'd be looking for. And we said, heck yes it is. So $255,000.
Yep.
What's your interest rate, do you remember?
3%.
3%, that's a good rate.
Yeah.
You always get a better interest rate when you own or occupy. So these guys obviously bought this as a primary residence.
Yep.
And the rule on the loan is that you have to intend to live here for a year. So they're gonna live here while they fix it up and then move out at that point and rent it out. But that's one of the reasons you got such a killer interest rate.
Yep.
Down payment, you had to do 15%, is that right?
15%, yep.
Okay.
About 38,000.
So that's a good chunk of change.
That's a good chunk of
Good thing you worked hard this summer, huh?
Yes, sir.
What's your monthly payment? Do you remember when all's said and done?
It's 1,092.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
And
not much.
these guys are paying
right now is 1,050.
Okay, I said 1,100. I was close.
About the same, yeah. And then once they move out, we're hoping to get more like 1,200 out of that one, and then hopefully 9 or 1,000 out of this as well.
Wow. So you guys are living for $42 a month right now.
$42 a month.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
You could afford that, right?
Maybe.
Good. So that's the beauty of house hacking. If you can find a multi-unit, you get into a property, and you have to have a good chunk of change to do a down payment. A lot of the times, you can actually get in for 5 or 3.5% down if you do an FHA loan.
Yeah.
And so you can get in for less, but these guys wanted to go conventional and for a variety of different reasons. And so, and they had the down payment for it, but you can get in for a really low down payment, 3.5% down. And if you buy the right property, you can live for free or almost for free like these guys are doing. I mean, $40 a month is pretty doable, and that makes a lot of fun. And yeah, once you move out, you'll cash flow like crazy.
Yeah.
I think a couple years ago, this place probably would have only rented for $500 or $600 a month, and isn't that what the girl was paying before?
I think it was 700.
She was paying $700.
$750. Yeah.
But yeah, I think even just as is, this place would rent for $900, and if you fix it up, it'll probably rent for $950 or $1,000. So
yep,
it's a good deal. Maybe we can do a quick tour. Just kind of show us through everything. So living room.
Living room. We're not going to be doing much here. Just
touching up
some of the paint.
Maybe clean the carpets a little bit, but they're honestly not too bad.
Yeah, nothing too major. Probably put in a door. This is the bedroom.
A door would be good.
Some privacy. This is the bedroom. Again, nothing too major.
Touch up the paint a little bit. Maybe change the light fixtures. Closet doors. You could, but it doesn't super need them unless you want them.
Yeah. And then just this way, bathroom.
I can tell you've been doing some work in here.
This is the worst of it.
That's a midnight kind of project.
This was I can't stand the bathroom any longer.
Started about 9 o'clock last night. So.
So what are you guys gonna do to this place?
So we ripped out the vanity last night. So we'll put in a new one. We actually just bought.
You have some. I was gonna say you have some boxes right there. The Lowe's special, huh?
Yeah, super cheap. Picked that up for just $100.
Wow.
So we'll put that in. I think it'll really make it nice. And then we started painting as well. It was kind of dark in here, so we figured like a nice brighter color would be good.
Yeah, bright's always good. So this is not real tile. So if any of you have wisdom, please comment or DM Andrew or myself or Sienna and let us know what you've done before. This is kind of like some like sort of board. Plastic. You can see it's kind of peeling away at the bottom, which is gross. The caulking's all deteriorating. So we don't know if this is repairable. Ideally, we would repair it, but we don't know if it's repairable or if we need to replace it in tile or... Yeah, you guys, like I say, sometimes we get the best advice from the people that watch these videos. So, and then Sienna, you were saying that you've been watching YouTube videos on how to glaze a tub, right? From Meet Kevin, is that who?
Yeah, he said you can reglaze a tub for like $250, which is a super cheap fix for something like that. So
that's awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Should have won for governor of California, but you're still the best YouTuber we know. Picks this up off Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Facebook Marketplace is literally the best. Oh, yeah. You can get stuff for so cheap, and this is nice.
Like
it's great. It actually has a leaf too.
Wow.
So again, just kind of, we'll replace this sink.
This is metal.
Metal.
Weird.
Mustard.
Like a hospital tub.
That is very weird.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
This has been here for a minute, huh?
Yeah.
Tiled around it too, so we'll have to replace it with cupboards and a sink just right there.
Yeah, so we'll put in a new sink and cupboards to extend this wall. We're actually going to move the stove into this corner right here, so it'll just make an L.
Oh, that's cool. That'll open up the space. So clean the carpets, touch up the paint. Your biggest expense will probably be the cabinetry. Honestly, cabinetry is not terribly expensive, but it's more expensive than most things.
Yeah.
And then obviously some love in the bathroom. So estimated budget for this thing, you're doing all the work yourself other than probably the electrical.
Yeah, it's probably like 3, 4.
Yeah, 3
3
to
to
5,
4.
I'd say.
3 to 4.
Wow.
Depends how the shower goes, but
Yeah. Might be into that a little more and might be into it less, just depending.
Yeah.
Cool. This is Troop's bed.
This is-
Troop the dude. This is where he lives.
Troop's Kingdom.
Oh, this is cool. What is this, like a laundry
A
chute?
laundry chute.
so, maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah, some storage area down here.
I've been in a lot of crawl space basements, and this one's actually really clean. So that's great.
It's nice.
They've definitely like dug it out a little bit and opened it up.
Yep.
Even insulated it some.
The water heater though is brand new, which
That's
is
nice.
nice.
That's nice.
So yeah, might have to replace that at some point.
With a house like this, and that's you know, everybody has different advice. Like if you watch Kevin's videos, we talked about Kevin. He's in California where he's fixing up $700,000 or $800,000 properties.
Yeah.
This is always going to be kind of a, you know, it's the backyard unit to an already not like,
Super nice.
you know, that's not a castle, and this
Yeah.
really isn't.
Yeah.
You can see out here, it's like literally on an alley. And so you definitely don't want to put too much money into a property like this because it's always going to be
Old.
kind of an older,
Yeah.
but
And
it's
even in the neighborhood, it's an old neighborhood.
yeah,
so-
it's a B minus, you know, B neighborhood for
Yeah.
sure. But man, this is a great rental.
Yeah, doesn't mean you can't cash flow.
Exactly. You should tagline that, Drew. Drew, this is obviously, like we talked about, your first rental.
Mhm.
You're 21 years old.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone else who's kind of young like yourself and hoping to get into a property?
Yeah. I think first and foremost, just work hard. Obviously, working with Aptiv and selling hard over the summer provided the capital to be able to get into something like this.
Yeah, and guys, if you want to, or if you have questions about Aptiv, maybe we can link Andrew's Instagram. I don't know how Chandler does that, but shoot Andrew a message.
Yeah,
and,
shoot me a message.
You know, ask him about it. It's been awesome for you.
Other than that, I mean, Sienna's kind of the brains of the operation, so get a good wife.
The brains behind the brawn, huh?
That's right. And then a huge thing is just finding a good mentor and real estate agent. Garrett
an
found
honor.
the deal, so get yourself a guy like this man.
You know, as I've done real estate for a while, the longer and more you do real estate, if you build good relationships with people,
Yeah.
the better stuff you do end up finding. And that's, you know, maybe I'll do a video sometime on my advice, but that's my advice, is get in as quick as you can. I mean, don't expect to find, I mean, honestly, you guys found a home run for your first deal.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, their first deal is just okay. And then with time, it gets better and better and better. And so, you know, don't pass up on the good deals and wait forever, because like for me, I've done real estate for 4 or 5 years now, and every deal that I buy, I learn new things and you get better. And so
Yeah.
it's just deal one for you
That's
guys.
something
and-
I've heard Garrett touch on a lot, though, is making sure you have good connections. Because obviously, off-market deals are a lot of times even better.
Yeah, they're huge.
So making sure you know people that can help out is huge.
Property managers, Facebook, Craigslist, people do a lot of different things.
Yeah.
I'll have to make some videos about that sometime. But so purchase price was $255. They paid your closing costs, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cost to make rent ready. I honestly think between everything, you'll probably only be into it, let's say $2,500. Down payment, you did 15%.
Yep.
Years to pay off, 30. Interest rate was 3. Your rents, so right now you're getting $1,050. I've seen that place, and we'll try and find some pictures we can show, but I really think you can get $1,250 out of that.
Yeah, it's actually already remodeled.
It's
lot of
nice.
it, so it's nice in there.
Yeah, and then this
Bigger.
unit, I think realistically maybe say $950 is not overly aggressive. So that's $2,100 between the two. Is my math right on that? No, that's $2,200. Vacancy 5%. Maintenance, these are older properties, so you're going to have some decent maintenance over the years. Maybe we plan for 12% is what Chandler usually plans for. And then management, you guys are probably going to use a management company. I know Sienna's managed some on her own, so there's always that option, but you always want to factor that in, because kind of like we talked about in a lot of the other previous videos, you can't scale if you don't have systems. And so, you know, when you only own a couple units, you can definitely self-manage, but you always want to plan ahead and know that at some point you'll need a management company. So we'll plan for 8% there. Additional expenses, you have mortgage insurance because you put less than 20% down.
Yep.
What's your PMI? It's like $30 a month, wasn't
30
it?
bucks, I think, for like 4 years.
And then you drop it because you'll be at 20%.
Yep.
Insurance, I think it was like $450.
Yeah.
And your taxes were about $1,100, right? So, wow. All that considered, you are getting $18,000 a year in your net operating income, your NOI. Your debt service is almost $11,000, and your cash on cash return is 18.45%. So that's pretty darn good, guys. Congratulations. When you consider principal pay down and the other benefits and things in that, you're at a 29.55% return. So that's pretty exceptional for a first deal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And then, yeah, just to clarify, this is once these guys have fixed this place up and moved out in, a year's time, and they rent it out to somebody else. In the meantime, you'll have to make that $42 a month mortgage payment. So
I think we can handle that.
Good luck with that. We'll get you back out knocking doors when you run out of cash.
There you go.
One of the kind of interesting parts about this property, Drew and Sienna were in San Antonio when we found it and when we bought it. And then I got the flu, like really bad. I was not healthy when the inspection period was and when we could view it. So both Andrew and myself had never seen the inside of this property when Drew took ownership of it. And so what was that kind of like? And Sienna, you might want to weigh in on that too, because you guys were living in a pretty nice apartment and you lived in a nice place before the summer. And this is obviously fine, like it's a good place, but it's not, it's not the Hilton. So what was that kind of like? Did that make you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit. We had a few like pictures and videos, but nothing major. And even up to the point of moving in, we were waiting for a tenant to move out. And so we still hadn't seen it until like a month after closing date. So we were just kind of waiting around, seeing if it was actually a home run, and it turned out great. So
you have to be willing to be uncomfortable if you want to scale quickly and if you want to, make an aggressive move like these guys did. And so this place is fine. I mean, you're gonna live just great in it. And there's a lot of people that would, trade spots with you in a heartbeat. But put yourself in a position to maybe do something that you don't want to do to have a brighter future. So my wife and I house hacked 2 times when we got into real estate. So I'm proud of you guys and excited to see what you do with the rest of your time. That's a little jab I'll throw Chandler's direction. Chandler has never house hacked, so he always talks about it. He's never actually done it. Chandler's always made too much money. But yeah, this is the alley. So you can see this property is like 2 feet off the alley. So you probably couldn't build this again if it burnt down. The city probably wouldn't let you, but it's grandfathered in, and man, it's a sweet little property. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in for this video. Honestly, the most rewarding part about getting into real estate is seeing people that you care about get into real estate and people that you care about do really well, because it is life-changing. And real estate, in my humble opinion, is the best way to get ahead and eventually escape the rat race. And it doesn't come overnight. It's not like winning the lottery where one day you're, living off of, a couple $1,000 a month and the next year a millionaire. It happens over a long period of time. It's all about building wealth. And so these guys are 21 years old and building some serious wealth, and proud of them. And hopefully this video helps some of you guys to be inspired to, take a risk, do something different so that you can get ahead and make some progress in your own real estate careers. And so thanks for tuning in. And Chandler always makes me smash the like button, so it's only fair. Drew, will you ask everyone to smash the like button, and then Sienna, you have to ask everyone to like and subscribe.
Wait, smash the like button, like.
They all do it. Made me really uncomfortable when Chandler made me start doing it, so I'm passing on the favor.
I've got it. Smash the like button.
Like and subscribe.
That was pretty good. There you go. Thanks, guys.